is the punter Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton complete to the right side. It's Eifert. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Hot, hot.
Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Vigil not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. And fights through one man. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here you go, 368. Here you go, 368.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
2-2. Move. Here you go, 368.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Jones on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sideline. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch it now, Barney!
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here you go, 368.
2nd down, Dalton. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. Oh, look at the juke. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontez Perfect.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here you go, 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. the gun. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To Mixon on the check down. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
First and 10 for Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jackson now down around his goal line. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Side to Collins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now they try the right side here. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Collins, 33 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton's got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We're good.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And Eifert has it. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a first down run with Collins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Dalton wants to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
All right, here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and...
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.